Welcome to Shade in the City. I'm Trees.
It's Nels.
And we're going to be reviewing Power to the best of our ability.
She's giving you a disclaimer. We got drinks in our system.
So we're gonna review Power to the best of our ability. It's episode 4 or 5. I think it's 4.
Can't even say what episode it is?
No, it's 4. It's 4. You know, I always get confused. It doesn't matter what episode, because we do so many. So as soon as we do it, we bring it right back. So yeah, episode 4, y'all. We get into Power, and it's a lot that happened this episode. So we're gonna try to keep it under 45 minutes. Short and sweet. So if we skip some parts, do some things, but we're just trying to keep it short and sweet, make it enjoyable for y'all. So it's
actually a review instead of a show.
Yeah, because we give y'all show versus review. So, but we appreciate y'all watching, and we're about to get shady. For this to be a big rich town, everybody seemed like they poor. I'm just saying, it's a big rich town. I come from the poorest parts where everybody seemed like they poor. Everybody gotta find a way to. Anybody got no money on hand? Anybody got no savings? I'm just saying.
We skipping ahead.
Oh, my apologies.
Jeez. Let's talk about scene 1 and scene. Okay, we're gonna talk about Carrie Milgram, Carrie Dad. Okay. She's standing outside her car in the middle of the night, pitch black dark, got owls and cats and dogs and shit. I don't know what the hell. All types of animals howling and shit. While she's standing outside her car. I'm trying to figure out what are we in? Are we in a scary movie? We in Power? I don't understand what's going on. Why are you standing outside your car, ma'am?
In the middle of the night.
We know better than that. We know better. What are you doing?
She know better than that. I've done it many times, and I look at myself like, when I think back, I'm like, bitch, why did you do that? Somebody could have knocked you over the head, drug you in the woods, and you could have died. But I'm sorry, I would have been Carrie Dad.
You know what's crazy? It don't surprise me. Trees.
I relate to others.
I'm gonna just say it don't surprise me. So finally, she decides to get in her car. Maybe she was getting scared.
As she should have been.
Initially. Okay.
When you don't have, aware of your surroundings, don't do that.
You're supposed to be aware.
There's a reason why I didn't move to New York. There was a reason. My daddy told me.
Okay, we're gonna move on. So she gets in her car. She texts Zeke, like, where are you? She gets the text back that he's almost there. All of a sudden, her back window break. Boom, 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 boom.
I just had to add theatrics for y'all.
Oh, Jesus. And she's scared out of her fucking mind with a gun in her head, as she should have been. I'm surprised it didn't happen while she was standing outside the car. Damn, I want to call her Mary. What the hell is her name in this damn show?
Carrie Dad.
No.
Oh, Mary.
Monet. Okay. Well, I can't get Mary.
I'm here for the names. I'm here for the names.
Mary,
I'm just here for the names.
Monet bust in this bitch's car like, I told you stop fucking Zeke.
Just why I ain't moved to New York.
You ain't want to listen, bitch. Now this what the fuck you got to deal with. Now, did that professor find out you was fucking my nephew and you killed his ass? No. No, I swear. I need an Oscar, bitch.
I was gonna say, bitch, you deserve an Oscar for that. You need a Beyonce fan for that shit. Yes, you did that.
Thank you.
Okay, stars. Call
Thank
my
you.
sister. Clank, clank. She did that. Lights get kicked. You gotta run for your money, man.
So, she's She's like, no, I was with him the night that the professor got killed. And he was just trying to cover up for me. Basically, he didn't want to snitch because, you know, she was sleeping with a little boy. And Monet tells her, look,
nasty.
You gonna get my nephew out this shit. You gonna find out who the murderer is and get my nephew out this shit.
You gonna figure this shit out. You nasty bitch.
And she's like, but what if I can't? Not a motherfucking option. Monet put it down on that bitch. She said, look, your ass, my nephew, it's your it's the I can't even get it out. Jesus. It's your fault, my nephew in this shit, bitch. Told you leave his ass alone. Now they looking at my nephew for this goddamn murder. Get it taken care of. And I ain't gonna talk to your ass again.
So you better get you and your coochie and go find out.
Not her coochie.
Not because that's what got her into this. Her and her coochie.
Her coochie got her a lot of shit.
Right. You and your coochie.
But what's wrong with your coochie?
And figure out what happened. That's all.
Floodgates is open. So, Sax and she's
Sax 2.0?
I don't no.
Whitfield.
No,
Whitman.
Sax. No, I mean Sax.
Oh, okay.
Sax and
Oh, the bitch she fucking?
Meth.
Oh, okay. Davis. This is why we got a tag team. It's like, you know, I'm her amazing grace.
Just say
how sweet the sounds that sing a wretch like her.
Oh no. This would be like you. Okay, so Davis and Sax are in the office discussing what type of cars they want. They're looking at some seriously expensive cars. Clearly, I need a lawyer. Okay.
Lex with my ex and my Model X. Lex on my ex and my Model X.
Hey, they're looking at some seriously ridiculous cars. And Tariq walks in. And basically he lets Davis know, like, look, you need to help. You need to help my homeboy get out of this jam. And Davis, he's not with it. Davis is like, look, I already talked to Monet. Monet said, look,
she declined my offer.
She don't need no lawyer. She ain't want no lawyer. And I'm over it. So Tariq is like, look, I can help you. Help you. Help me. Okay? They found a murder weapon. They found a gun. Okay? Don't ask me how I know, but I know. And of course, Sax, with his nosy ass.
Well, how do you know, Tariq? How do you know?
You know, David don't give a goddamn. He came about that check. He said, the young man just told you not to ask no questions. Don't ask, okay? So he's like, use that and get Zeke off because I need him off. So Sax, again, and his nosy ass, well, why is Zeke so important to you? Why do you care if he gets off? Why Tyree gave him this information, I don't know. I feel like it's going to end up biting him in the ass later. I don't know. Because Sax is just not to be trusted. Okay? But he lets him know, look, he's the reason I'm even in school. He ain't here, I ain't here. Get that motherfucker off. Period. And Monet will pay whatever the fuck you want for Zeke and to clear his name. So get his ass off. And boom. Carrie Dad and Sax 2.0 get called into the office at the school.
Whitman. That's his real name, but we call him Sax 2.0.
And Stansfield, apparently, is there. And basically they tell Whitman, look, you are harassing our star player. You need to cut the shit unless you got evidence and let his ass go because you are tarnishing his prospects, his reputation. You making him look bad. And Whitman, with his fresh ass, say, I don't take orders from you. Let me tell you what Stansfield say. This motherfucker said, look, everybody take orders from me.
He said, I'm having dinner with your boss later on tonight. So
and I'll remind him of that everybody takes orders from me.
Do you want to suck my dick from the front or the back?
Sound like you better stand down, homie.
From the front or the back? How you want it?
Sound like you better stand down. And then, as they're walking out the office after getting their asses handed to them, Tate. Goes up to Carrie Dad. And
why you gotta call her by a government though, Carrie Dad? Because you don't want to call her hoe bag.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know.
I'll shave my family.
Yeah, shade yourself. Shade yourself.
That was good.
So, Tate basically tells her, I heard your conversation with Whitman. And basically, bitch, you a messy bitch. You messy, you fucking everybody.
You for everybody.
I know you fucked the professor. I know you got history with women. Bitch, you messy.
And for Tate to say that, look, that's messy.
But you know what Tate also gave off?
I still tap that ass.
Bitch, you messy and I want some of it. Okay? I want
some of that messy pussy.
I want that messy pussy, okay? I want that shit.
He did. He gave, I want that messy pussy. I don't care. It's messy, but it look good. I can't do it. So Rick walking in, hand in hand.
Letting everybody know. That dick is mine.
It's mine.
That it.
The boy is mine. It's fine. And it was really cute. And as they're having a discussion, I didn't like that tape. I didn't like that.
He did something you ain't like.
I ain't like that. How you was coming for Tariq. Well, Tariq, I didn't feel your paper and the way you did your article. You a corrupt motherfucker too. I think you should sit your ass down. And just be a corrupt, sexy motherfucker that you are.
Oh my God.
That's what I think you should do.
All right.
And stop trying to lead this class when you ain't got nothing to lead because you a corrupt, sexy motherfucker. Just live in that. Sit in that. Resonate in the corrupt, sexy motherfucker that you are. In this role. That's all I'm saying. So. Okay, now that I got over my...
I was going to say, now that she calmed down, her hormones are in check. Hopefully. Because we're on to the next scene. The Tates are not involved in this thing.
Okay. So the Tates are not involved in the scene, but we basically see that Kane, he divulging a lot to Slime, and I guess because that's his homeboy, his only homeboy, because it seems like Kane ain't got no friends, like no real friends.
Well, Slime made it clear, look, if you don't trust me, then you can't work for me.
But we all know Slime is working off her ulterior motive, and the same way he wants information out of him so he can help him, he would be stupid to think he's not getting information out of him so he can help himself.
He knows. That's why he didn't originally want to divulge that information, but he's kind of desperate. He wanted his family back and he needs products.
So basically, he's like, what's going on? He was like, well, I got to stop working with you for a little bit because, I got this situation with my cousin Z. And he caught up in the shits. And so I'm going to have to lay low for a second and just figure this out. And he's like, your cousin? And Slime sees that your cousin? He's like, yeah. Because he did say, your brother? And he said, no, my cousin. And he was like, oh, okay. And he was like, well, I got some work that could help you get that up. So I need you to do this and this and this.
I need you to go rob some motherfuckers.
I wasn't going to say all that.
And I believe he said anything over 50,000, you can keep it for yourself. So
get that. She caught that part.
Go get that money. Whatever you get over 50,000, go ahead and take it home to your family for whatever the fuck they need, basically. So Sax and his nosy ass once again decides to go through his We're going to call her his sneaky link.
Sneaky link. That's my sneaky link. And then I ain't learning TikTok dance.
That's his sneaky link. He went through her briefcase and found that they did actually find the gun, the murder weapon. So, yeah. So he knows that Tyreek was right.
Mm-hmm.
His nosy ass still don't know why, but I'm sure he wants to know because
he's Sax.
That's who the fuck Sax is.
He ain't got nothing better to do.
And
like I said the first time, he ain't got nothing better to do.
That's just who he is. He want to find out. So then
Captain Save a Ho,
Lauren. What do you call her? Angela
2.0.
2.0.
It's giving real Angie.
She is brought in by Tate for questioning because she has
the other Tate.
Not
my first Tate. He's
the older brother Tate.
The police officer, district attorney.
So she's brought in for questioning because, you know, he was put on duty to find out where the drugs are coming from. And we know that she has drugs in her nightstand because I don't know her name in the show, but I'm gonna call it's Light Skin Keisha. Okay, Light Skin Keisha put the drugs in her nightstand because she said she needed to chill out. She needed to calm down. She, you know.
And so she said she wasn't. You know what's so funny? I never got that from that.
What?
Can I just tell y'all this is why it's perfect having two people review a show at the same time? Because I didn't see that.
Didn't see what?
You know what I thought when the police asked her, they were like, or when Carrie Dad asked her, like, just tell us.
Saying
Carrie Dad. When she asked her, like, just tell us who it is, I thought she didn't want to snitch on Tariq.
She don't know Tariq so good.
I did. That's what I'm saying. That was so far removed from my mind. I never thought about the light skin Keisha part of it.
You don't remember when she put the thing?
I do remember now that you say that, but I didn't remember it in the like actually watching it.
Oh no, I feel like Lauren might really snitch if she knew where the fuck it came from. She really just don't know. She don't know where them drugs came from.
I really thought because she was protecting Tariq. I swear this whole time, this whole episode, I was like, look at her go, because even in the class when they had the conversation, she said, I haven't been in that situation yet. And I thought that was because she was protecting Tariq. I swear.
She really don't know.
Y'all, see, this is why it's perfect having two people. You get two different point of views because I had no clue.
Okay. King wouldn't have had to kill that. Anyways.
We're having our Tommy Braden debate off camera
for whatever reason. I don't know why she won't let it go. I don't know.
Y'all saw the TikTok. It gets real. It gets real in the lab.
I don't understand why she won't let it go. Braden is shit like Tommy.
He was giving it in the joyride in the scene. And we basically, I don't think we got a chance to actually talk about this, but your boy Kane employs, or not employs, but, you know, says to your boy.
Plays him, basically. Finesse the fuck out of him.
Finesse.
Guess what? Guess what? What happened to Tommy? Who finesses Tommy? Not even a bitch.
So, basically, we see that, you know, your boy Kane is like, oh yeah, I need you to. Basically, you saw slime.
Oh no. First of all,
put him on, and so he was like, you know, and so he was like, I'm gonna be smart with it. So he was like, I'm gonna get this boy to do the dirty work for me. So he basically has Braden be his driver
because he finessed him. He was acting like, oh, I need Tyreek. He know goddamn well Tyreek would have never did no shit like that. He could not have finesse Tyreek the way he finessed Braden.
Yeah, that's true.
But Braden
and let's, I hate to say this, but everybody want to talk about it, and I know y'all seen it on Instagram and all your social media feeds. Tyreek ain't got no car. How was he gonna do that? How was he gonna do that on Subway? Power won't give Tariq a car. Tariq, you ain't got no ride, bro.
That's all right. Kane got one. That's all right.
So I think this scene will be pretty quick, you guys, because I think I just summed it up to Nels very quickly.
She did.
So
we're gonna start with Monet and Lorenzo.
Yeah. Lorenzo ain't shit.
It seems like on one of their many conjugal visits, she basically asked him, you know,
we got to get this money for Z.
I need $1 million. I need $1 million
in a couple of days. And I think that's why she probably took that conjugal visit.
Yeah, she was trying to.
Yeah, she was trying to finesse her way into $1 million. I ain't it.
And he wasn't feeling it. And she was like, "Oh no." Correction. She wanted to mortgage the house. She wanted his signature to mortgage the house to get the $1 million for Zeke.
Very good.
And he said, absolutely not. He's not willing to do it. And she said, well, you would do it for our kids. He said, yeah. But he's not. So
wah, wah, wah.
She was pissed, storming out, and he says to her,
go get the money from the bar
that was stashed.
And we all know,
and she knows
money from the bar
that it got robbed. She killed the dude, the contractor, who was in charge of the work at the bar where the money went missing.
And sadly, poor homeboy probably had nothing to do. We don't know.
She don't give a damn.
But either way, she said he did. He did. He ride or die, and he did. That's what you get for riding or dying. You did.
So, she didn't want. I guess she didn't want to tell Lorenzo what happened. So she was just like, "Okay, I'll take the money from there," and left it at that. Then, while what's his boy name? What's his dude's name? The one that was babysitting Zeke.
Babysit? Oh, yeah.
Drew. So Drew was babysitting Zeke.
That's basically what it is.
He was,
right? He's a babysitter.
He was babysitting
absolutely.
Zeke.
He's turned into a babysitter. But he was always the babysitter because she never trusted him to be like do the work.
Yeah. So he was babysitting Zeke, and he gets a text message from Everett, his little boo thing. Basically saying, "Oh, I got something that can help Zeke," and he's just trying to get him to come over.
Yeah, you up.
So, they got
boo thing. Hey, I remember that song. Yeah.
So they got their little sex scene that happens. They deep into it. Okay, and we're gonna call it pillow talk. In the midst of Everett's pillow talk, he mentioned that he was asked about Drew's family. Drew gets pissed off. As he should.
What you're not going to do is be out here snitching. Talking to the ops. And that's what he did.
Drew said you shouldn't have said shit about my family. And, of course,
you don't even know me like that, really.
After getting the D, he done storms out the apartment.
They have a very dramatic relationship. Somebody's always storming out.
Yeah.
It's like Young and the Restless watching them. I'm just saying. It's real dramatic. So I am here for the girl empowerment of Effie and fucking Diana. It is about damn time. I love it. I love to see it. I am here for it. She's like, girl,
Can we preface the thing?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here for that is black girl magic right there.
I don't know what you're talking about, girl.
Okay, I'm sorry. Preface it, girl. Preface it.
So Effie and Diana going to the mall, apparently about to boost some shit because
they need that money.
That's what
and she didn't even tell Effie why she needed it, but Effie's such a G. She was like, let's Let's go, bitch. What you need to do.
First of all, Effie looks
And this
bomb as fuck with her Givenchy
Givenchy.
outfit.
I thought it was Fendi. Chanel was like, no, boo. Let me correct you. That's Givenchy. With a J, not a G. With a J. Like Tarjay.
Okay, so they walk into this store. It looks like it's a high-end store. They're clearly about to steal some shit. Because this is the conversation that they're having. Oh, does your parents know what you do to make money? And da 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 da. I don't know. They either talking about the selling the drugs or they just look
the
like
boosting the
or
shit.
the boosting.
Yeah.
But
is it really stealing?
Effie,
Is it really okay? Hear me out. Is it really stealing if I just use someone else's money to get it?
I'm sorry, boy.
Stealing, when I think of stealing, I think when you, like, I'm about to walk out the store, and only because I used to work in retail, guys. So I know what it is to see people who would try to walk out in 10 pairs of pants underneath their pants and try to walk out the store and act like it's okay. Mm-hmm. That's stealing to me.
Yeah.
But you having a valid credit card and you coming to the register and that bitch swiping it clears, that's not stealing to me. That's called fraud. That's called something different than it may mean the same thing, but it's different. It's on a different level.
Wait. Are we talking about someone else's credit card that we don't know?
Yeah.
Bitch, that's still stealing.
But that's like fraud. Credit card fraud.
That's stealing. Fraud is stealing. Credit card fraud is stealing. That is still. Guess what? You had to steal the card. And now you're stealing their money. And committing fraud. That's a bunch of charges. You might have been better off just sticking 10 pairs of pants under your clothes versus using someone else's card and stealing.
All right, so we see.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
The bitches next to sweetest joy, next to getting pussy. Hey, them bars. Anyway.
Tupac's bars.
So Drew is like, rolls up home, you know what I'm saying? He's coming from Everett. He's feeling a little, you know what I'm saying? You know how you be feeling, it be like, let a motherfucker try me. That motherfucker tried him, right? So some reporter is sitting outside messing with Zeke on the steps. Zeke, why are you sitting on the steps, bro?
He's all good at sitting, huh?
You got all this national media attention. I understand. You couldn't go sit in the backyard. Bruh, you came and sat out on the steps where people can see you because you wanted to be seen. That's what that's about. But anyway, so he's asking him questions, and then he's like, oh, well, are you a killer? And I heard you got ties to the Tejadas, and...
Or are you a killer like your dad?
No, because he didn't say his dad. He said his uncle, like family members, basically, because he knows he's related to the Tejadas.
He said his father's name. Who had?
No. But he was not talking to Drew. He was talking to Zeke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about.
No. He was talking to Zeke, and he was asking him, and he was like, "Well, I heard you had, and maybe you hired the dudes, da 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 da." And that's when Drew came over and was like, "Don't you ever say shit about my father?" Like, and lost his whole bloody yeah, and lost his whole mind, like punch him and shit, like. It wasn't cute. And yeah, I was here for it.
So now there's a need for more damage control.
And more Davis. So we see Davis come in and he's like, well, I gotta clean up more of y'all shit. Monet comes in and she's like, yo, what the fuck? You got more trouble? What the fuck? And what are y'all doing? And Kane is like, well, I brought some money. She's like, this is not enough money. This is not enough money. Mm-hmm. And they all sitting around like, they can't understand it's her kids. Why she's so upset.
And why she's going so hard.
And why she's going so hard.
They're trying to understand, though.
They're trying to understand, but they don't get it.
And Drew is pissed off because he's like,
I made the most money. I had to go sell my whole ass.
that is not what he said.
That's what he did.
He said,
That's what he did.
He said that he had the team make a GoFundMe and raise the most money. And basically, this is the fucking thanks I get. Storms out the house, just like he did out the damn apartment, and walks past Davis. Davis
and he's like, all right, killer.
He's like, don't punch me, homie. All right, killer. Like. So Davis comes in, tells the Tejadas, with Kane's rude ass, this is $1 million nigga. He tells the Tejadas, basically that the man that Drew assaulted, is a big deal. And the only way that shit is going away and nobody's getting charges pressed against them is if Zeke does an interview. Of course, they ain't feeling it. They're like, nah, he can't do that. Like, and for Davis to say, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. He was like, I can't buy you out of this. I can't.
He said, you don't have a choice. Basically,
time's up, bruh.
It's either that or somebody doing some time. Somebody's getting charges pressed against them. Basically, you don't have a choice. So it looks like Monet is in a tough spot. She don't really want to do it, but it looked like she going to. Back on the campus, we got Tyreek and Brayden. And Brayden's little sneaky ass acting like he been hanging out with some girl from biology.
Or history.
Like he got bitches. He ain't got no goddamn bitches. Okay, but he over here lying to Tyreek like he got bitches. Telling him, oh, well, now that you fucking Lauren, you can't tell her about our business. Who are you to make the man, sir? I mean, he definitely can't tell them. But who the fuck are you? You over here hanging out with Kane, being his little do boy, and you over here giving people orders, sir.
And y'all know I'm being quiet because I said I was going to refrain from the comparison, so I'm being quiet.
Because there's no comparison.
I'm going to sit back.
As you should. As you should, because there's no comparison. You want to talk about your do boy?
So I do want to talk about Brayden helping your boy.
Helping.
He kind of assisted he was a little scary with it, but again, he's new to this.
It's not like he signed up for it. He got finesse. But go ahead.
So anyway, we see Brayden and Kane get to the jewelry store and they're like, and you know, so they robbed the liquor store. I said liquor store, jewelry store. I would rather rob the liquor store. And basically, they're trying to get that work. Like everything is like 30, 40. I think I heard $50 a piece, $50,000 a piece. So
I know he told him to get a solitaire. It's worth at least $40K. What's crazy is Kane sent him in there with an unloaded gun. You know why? You want to know why?
And here we are, guys. That's what she gets. God don't like ugly.
He's speaking to me.
Because trust me, hear about
it. So while her boy is out here being a flunky and lying to his homeboy about what the fuck he doing and the girls he's fucking, Tyreek is really dealing with some real shit. And instead of Brayden being there for him while his grandmama getting caught in the liquor store, buying up all the liquor, pushing the baby down on the ground, not wanting to deal with her like a fuck ass grandmother would.
Jesus is my fan. Jesus,
Braden,
be offense.
Braden is out robbing jewelry stores, being a drive away man for Kane under wraps in the shadow. So her other favorite Tate got video evidence.
I love all Tates equally. Well, not equally.
We know which one is your favorite. He got video evidence of Zeke at the store, not far from Carrie's house.
Mm-hmm.
When the murder happened. So now Zeke has an alibi. And Tate tells Whitman, he shows it to him and lets him know, look, this is his alibi. His alibi checks out. And of course, dirty ass Whitman. I'm talking about, well, all that means is he hired the hit.
Sax 2.0.
You know what? I'm over Whitman. I'm really over him.
Sax 2.0.
Because
now she's frustrated like I was about Sax and she couldn't understand it. I was so
I understood it.
Well, no, you know who couldn't understand it? Yes, I'm calling you out. Mike couldn't understand why I was so upset with Sax. And I was like, he just irks my soul. He was like, that's his job. No, he irks my soul.
It's not your job to just make up shit out of thin air, okay? Just like Tate said, get the evidence. Tie it together then. Then we can have this conversation. Otherwise, what you're not about to do is be just throwing shit. Just like you was throwing the fact that he did it. Now we got him an alibi. Now you want to come up with some other shit to still put him in the driver's seat. Sir, find you a new man. Find you a new killer. Because guess what? It ain't Zeke.
It ain't him.
It ain't him.
Okay, so we see them prepping Zeke for the interview. And they're like, all right, yo, we got to get it together. No.
Remember everything. Do not
remember everything
freestyle.
Tariq tells you to say. Do not freestyle. Do not go out the question. And it looks like as we get into the interview, everything is going seamlessly. And then Jamel Hill, as she does if you watch her, she went left. Love you, but you went left. And I understand this is script. But so she went left on your boy and basically was like, oh yeah, well we have footage of you in the grocery store, which had your alibi, right? But then you said this police officer, Ramirez, and it just got real sticky.
She asked him if he knew Ramirez, and he said no. And she said, well, that's funny because I was told that you gave your PBA card during questioning. And she said, oh, I'm sorry. He said, oh, well, he comes to my games. He would come to my games a lot. He's a fan. Well, that's funny because we looked that up and he had never been to any of your games. So, needless to say, Zeke got pissed. He got caught in the web of lies. And he flipped the fuck out.
He was like, fuck this. Y'all know this is some bullshit.
This is some bullshit. You know this is some bullshit. And this was on live TV, y'all. So, everything
and Jamel here sitting here looking all prim and proper.
So, everything that he just said basically went straight out the fucking window. Everything that made him look innocent went straight out the fucking window. And, he comes to everybody watching it. Carrie, Tate, his family, everybody is Tariq, what's the girl name? Lauren. They're all like, you don't fucked up. Nigga, you don't fucked up. You don't fucked up now. Okay? And he's looking really, really guilty. He gets
And
back.
then I think they even get a phone call before they even get a chance to leave the studio, and they get a phone call from Davis gets a phone call. He has to turn himself in
in the morning.
and shit
And
just got real.
he basically tells Jamel, these were not questions that you were authorized to ask.
And she's like,
I'm a
my
journalist.
job, bro. I'm a
I don't
journalist.
work for you.
I'm sorry.
So while all this crazy shit is going on, you know, he finds out that he got to turn himself in. You know, everybody's upset. Monet is looking for Kane. And Kane ain't nowhere to be found.
Kane, are you okay?
So I swear she does like some magic trick or something. I don't know how the hell she finished her conversation before Kane pulled off. She is in front of his car. I don't know.
She was like, you know what this is.
Okay. Like, I don't know what the hell. And she said, get the fuck out of the car. Like you know what the fuck you done did. Meet me at the park. We're gonna talk about this shit. So finally, Kane comes clean. He's like, you know, I followed Tyreek to the park. I heard him talking to the professor about our family. I heard him mention Drew's name. So shut the professor. Because Monet want to know how Ramirez's gun ended up on the crime scene when Kane took care of Ramirez and took care of all that shit.
Yeah, he did that.
And Kane came clean. And his mother tells him, go get the body.
I'm gonna catch her body.
Go get the body. And Kane is now concerned. He's like, you know, basically,
but Ma, what about me, Ma? Exactly. What about me?
That helps. It helps everybody else, but what about me? And she's like, basically, you did the shit to yourself. And he follows his mother's orders. He is going to do what his mother said and go get the body. So apparently, you know, Everett was feeling some type of way. He was blowing up Drew's phone. Drew came knocking, banging at the door, like, why are you blowing up my phone, sir? Like, what's really going on? Why you blowing up my phone?
Like the Pope.
And Everett's like, we need to talk about this. I need some more.
That's what it was. He just wanted him to come over.
I need some more daddy dick.
I need some more daddy.
That's what he said. So, you know, Drew was actually pretty forgiving. He's just like, look,
you can't ever talk about my family
anymore. Like, that's it. Like, fuck with you. I want to continue this, but the shit you should pull.
And he gave him free range. He was like, you can ask whatever you want.
He gave him one question.
He gave him one question
to make it count.
He probably asked the wrong question first. He asked the right question. He didn't ask it first.
We're gonna move on to Slime and Monet. So earlier, we saw that Monet received a text message from Davis saying that was fast. You know, he received the money for his services fast. And we know Monet was struggling to come up with that meal. So she know where it came from.
Said it's your child. And it really messed me up. How could you deny your own flesh and blood? Gotta face reality.
Goodness.
There can never be any more us. Yes. I'm telling you.
So
I knew he had a baby.
This Negro done spilled the whole pot of tea. Okay, he done spilled the whole pot of tea. She said to him, how am I supposed to explain to my husband that you gave me $1 million for a lawyer? And of course, He don't give a damn because he's like, it's for my son, ma'am. I'm spilling all the tea. I know that Zeke is mine, and fuck what I need to fuck explaining shit to him. How about you explain to me that you didn't tell me that was my goddamn son, ma'am? Okay, but you know what? He ain't even mad.
He ain't even mad. He just want to be with Monet.
And he's like, we need to get my son out of this. We need to
get out of this together, and we need to do it as a family. And he said, this is why I love slime. You ain't as slimy as you look. Because let me tell you something. He was like, I want to take care of you and all your kids.
He said, you ain't got
all your kids, not just Zeke, all your kids. I said, okay.
You ain't even got to do this. You ain't even got to hustle. He's like, you ain't got to struggle no more. Just come home to Big Daddy.
Come on to Zaddy. Yeah, come on to Zaddy.
And then they sealed it with a kiss. I think that's what Monet got. She going home to Big Daddy.
She tired of dealing with this tired of bullshit. But we'll see. I don't know if her kids gonna go the same way as she gonna go. I think that's gonna be the new plot line, new storyline. Because I think some of her kids is gonna feel some type of way. So guys, Nels was just giving. So we need to talk about how they just exhumed. I love that. You mean Tariq? I mean,
Brayden
and
Kane.
That's so. They didn't just dig up the body. You said exhumed. How much current TV have you watched it? I just love that. They exhumed the body. I don't know. I watch ID channel.
I had no idea what the hell she was talking about.
It just lightened my heart so much when she was like, they exhumed the body. I was like, you used the proper word for it. Oh, I loved it. Okay, go ahead.
That was not meant to be on camera, but anyways. They dug up the body. Okay. Kane and Brayden. So apparently, maybe this is his last mission. I don't know. Kane takes Brayden into the woods. Brayden is super scared. He's like, yo, I got mad people on social media.
I got 1,000 followers on TikTok.
They know who I am. They're going to miss me. And Kane got to reassure him, look,
they're going to miss you.
He's got to reassure him, ain't nobody dying tonight, okay? So apparently he gets Brayden to help him dig up the body, okay?
Exhume.
You're the worst. And
we using our big girl dictionary now.
And then we see Lauren and Tyreek. They about to get it on. And
but she can't.
It's made apparent that she decided to go ahead and wear the wire because
she got the rolly on her.
He notices her Rolex and he's like, oh, is this a new Rolex that your parents gave you? She's like, oh yeah, I'll be right back. So she goes in the bathroom and takes off this watch. I'm assuming that's got to be where the wire is.
And y'all know that Tariq is not stupid.
Not by any means.
Not by any means.
And then my fault, y'all. Stars is going back and forth between the scenes, okay? It's not my fault. I'm just trying to keep up, all right? So the next scene, Brayden and Kane, they kind of rush into Brayden's room and Brayden wants to throw up because he just
picks up exhumes
a body. And I could only imagine that shit is fucking disgusting. So he's in the bathroom throwing up his guts. And Kane is like, hey, where's Tariq? Oh, I think he's at his girl's house. And Kane is following Slime's advice to find someone to pin this murder on versus leaving. And it looks like it may be Tyreek's side from what he said, but there's no way to tell what side of the room it is that he placed Ramirez's badge. He placed it in a drawer. I'm believing that it's Tyreek's side because of what he said. He left a message for Tyreek. He was like, tell Tyreek I'll be seeing him. And it seems like it was Tyreek, but there's really no way to tell because who knows? He's been using Brayden as a flunky this entire time. So he could still be using him as a flunky and having him take the time for him.
Yeah.
Thank you
for
for
tuning
tuning
in
in
to Shade in the City.
Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2, episode 4? 4. Yes, episode 4. We hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did recording it, because we had a great fucking time, as per usual.
And we will see you next week for Power Book 2 Ghost.
Episode 5. Make sure you like,
comment,
subscribe,
and hit the little notification bell. And we will see you.
And follow us on all social media platforms.
That part.
Shade
in
the
city. Shade in
the city.
With an apostrophe in. I'm just playing. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe.